a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will put it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game because that's who they are.
To the air on first down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. The quick out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And an an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of.
There he goes! And he's still running after the move. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line really well. On that throw and catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready, and one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking downfield, it's Baldridge. Quick completion on the out route. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Baldridge. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on it, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. And to throw it before he wanted.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here. There he goes! Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Baldridge. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the run, it's Peppers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Baldridge. Oh, they're after him. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. That puts them on top here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got it on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the back. Touchdown, Husker! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Baldridge. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the single running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this, and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The crowd gets behind this defense. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Baldridge. Fires to the tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Peppers. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Wolverines! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's had.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
The Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Nebraska.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
To keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's a heat. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
To the ground with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Parker. Got enough